Hello all, it's me, Lauren Riley. I just thought I'd make another quick video regarding, I guess, driving overall. You know, what happened to me when I tried to drive. So, here goes kind of a long story. I'll try to keep it short. I first started trying to learn to drive back in the summer of 2005. Because I have cerebral palsy, I had to take some kind of clinical evaluation. This was done by the Department of Motor Vehicles. And so they made me do some stupid memory tests and a bunch of trail tests. A trail test is basically going from A to B, B to C, kind of like connect the dots, only the dots are scattered everywhere, so it's not, you know, a straight line. And so, I don't know, for whatever reason it was, I failed this test numerous times. But I eventually passed, even though it's slow, with, I guess, slower marks. And I went out driving with my driving specialist, that dealt with the handicapped population. And so, she took me out to the graveyard. I almost drove to the Pennsylvania line one time as well. She told me that she was going to pass me. But then, when she reported the findings to the MBA said that she reported them that I had, you know, attention deficit disorder, which I do not have at all. Sorry for the lighting, by the way. It's kind of dark outside, and I know I should not be using my phone, but what are you gonna do, huh? Anyway, so after that, I decided to quit for a while. I went to college, pretty much graduated, and then started driving again. Little did I realize that, you know, when you apply for a permit, a learner's permit, it only lasts for a certain amount of time, and you need to do it over again. So, here we are in 2011, about 5 or so years after that whole incident happened the first time. Then here I go, back at the same place, took another clinical evaluation. This time I went to Frederick with somebody named Timothy Jones. He's a great person. Anyway, he gave me the clinical evaluation the first time. I passed. I went out with him. We did the first 6 hours. He told me that I had difficulty with going, you know, with higher speeds beyond 30 miles an hour. So beyond the neighborhood traffic in suburbs, it would be difficult for me. I also had difficulty with controlling the vehicle. Because I have cerebral palsy, I needed to have hand controls put on for controlling a vehicle. I had a push-pull lever for the gas and brake. It was pull for the acceleration, push for brake. This was on my left hand, while the more dominant hand, or my right hand, for example, is used for steering. That's what the MVA requires. It's weird. So the dominant hand has to be used for steering. The weaker hand has to be used for gas and brake. To be honest, I'd rather have it the other way, but to each their own, I guess. So either way, Timothy Jones said that I would need 100 hours with driving with someone else, until he would see me again for the final couple of hours to see if I was ready to take the driving test. My father was still alive at this time. My father took me out, you know, on the weekends, and even sometimes during the week. We did about 200 hours total. 150 the first time. That took about 1.5 years to 2 years. I took my learner's permit test again because I ran out of time the first time around. I went back to the driving specialist, or the second driving specialist rather, and he told me that I had not changed since he saw me last time, about 2 years beforehand. I was crushed, but then I decided that driving was not for me. I mean, after 200 hours or so, and I still lost. You know, obviously I wasn't going to make it with the MVA, so that's when I decided to just pack that thing in. I didn't cry, I didn't get upset, no, nothing like that. You know, I accepted my loss gracefully. Perhaps I should not have, but maybe I'll try again someday. Who knows? Well, anyway, that's my story. I hope you all have an awesome Sunday.